was your flight, all right?
It was great. We passed via Pitman.
And Tandeni is a guy who was quite an early adopter in a Sling 4, and he and his wife, both of whom are pilots. Do you not want, no, you don't have one each yet, do you?
No.
You were going to buy another one, you're still thinking.
No, I'm still thinking.
And Tandeni is a traveller. Every journey there is to be done in slings.
I'm there.
We are in the Tankwa Karoo, one of my favourite places in the world, on the farm where Africa Burn happens every year. An annual coming together of incredible people and art. But this weekend, it is the biggest gathering ever of Sling Aircraft. I mean, this is kind of an art gathering of our own in a way, because these shapes were originally created completely by us. And I remember when we used the Dodge Viper as a kind of inspiration for the shape of the snarly nose, and then later for the shape of the spats. And for me to see these shapes now spread all over the world, and so many of them here, it feels like we've come a long, long, long way. We are selling 15 of these aeroplanes every month, and we deliver 8 to 10 of them in America. The rest go to Australia, Europe, the rest of the world. And I'm glad that the biggest gathering ever of these aeroplanes we've created in Johannesburg is here in South Africa, in our home country. Tomorrow we are going to turn this dirt runway here into the busiest airfield in the world for 20 minutes. One aircraft landing and taking off every 10 seconds. You know, it's just a bunch of ordinary pilots. We're going to have to brief a little bit tonight, but every one of them part of our Sling community. Each 8 seconds, the next airplane is going to roll. Your responsibility as a pilot is to know the colour and identity of the aeroplane that rolls immediately in front of you. And you are going to follow that aeroplane. So we're going to fly a circuit, we're going to touch and go. We're going to fly a circuit, we're going to touch and go. We're going to fly a circuit and we're going to land. Okay, is there anybody who's not ready? I'm going to start my stopwatch when you say number 1 left roll.
Let us do this. Number 1 left go. Number 2 right go.
I'm going to come back to climb. Can do a right and turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Number 8 right go.
Speed is 80, beautiful. Okay, I think you can go downwind on the middle of this area. Okay, 1500, your height's beautiful. Hey, nicely spread, actually, perfect. Start turning base.
14 right go.
There's still 6 airplanes that need to go.
Yeah, but there's 1 minute, we're 3 minutes out. Woohoo! Okay, we are on the finals.
Number 20 right go.
We nailed it, that's perfect.
Absolutely nailed it.
I'm just going to touch the main.
Yeah, just touch the mains and go.
This looks pretty sick, these airplanes
Yeah, all
stacked.
these lined up.
And these are all your inventions. It's just a shame that Mike isn't here, because it would have been awesome.
Guys, you're all officially on the busiest runway in the world right now. But I think everybody's in, we're looking good. Tango Delta Romeo is short finals for a full stop at Tankwa.
We did it!
Nice one, JP! Well done, Butch.
Oh, that was hard work.
And we can live
Okay, so my watch says half an hour with 120 movements. So that's an aeroplane landing and taking off every 15 seconds exactly. No question. The busiest runway in the world.
And everyone is still alive.
Well done, William.
100% Russia, man.
Will once made the mistake, and it's just with me, of telling me that he's, how old are you now?
55.
He's taken up flying again in his 50s because one of the early dates he had with his wife, he flew out in an aeroplane in his 20s,
Yes.
landed in a field somewhere, and can I tell the story?
You can tell the story.
I mean, they lay in the grass
It's bringing back
and made
beautiful
love.
memories. That is for sure. It was, and the cool thing is, I'm still married to that wonderful woman.
He's still married to her.
And she's hot as hell.
He takes her out
It's taken my mind off aeroplanes
in
now
his
for a minute,
aeroplane in
James.
the long grass regularly. So that's why I smile.
And your co-pilot was?
I don't know if I'm even ready for a camera right now.
Co-pilot. I was the co-pilot. You know what I do? I talk shit best. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Someone else is like doing the flying. Then I'm delighted.
I can't remember the last time I was that nervous for a flight. Like, it was genuinely like, it was brewing and brewing and brewing, and then we went and did it, and it was great. It was freaking awesome. Like, the moment I was airborne off of the first takeoff, I was in my element, loving life.
One of the things I like about you, JP, is that you don't have a big ego. You know, happy to talk about your fears on camera
Yeah, of course. No shame in being vulnerable.
and choose paths that expose us to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was out of my comfort zone initially, for sure.
great.
And it was a success.
Breakfast.
Whose handheld radio is this? Nobody can. Play one. One!